I'm Will, and this is Backyard Outdoors. And today we got some winter projects going on. The first one we're going to work on is a camp shower. Now, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need some tubing. I've got this 1/2-inch tubing here that I've used, real flexible tubing. You're going to need some hose clamps and a couple of plumbing fittings and some form of spout like we got here. Now, the spout in this tubing I got from some friends who left their portable shower here. You've seen the kind, the ones that are made out of the bag and plastic. Well, they used it, and then, at the end of the weekend, it kind of got wore out and it tore and busted. So they were going to throw it away, but I scrounged the tubing and the spout off of it, figuring, maybe I could do something with it at home and everything else. So, well, what I did was I come home and I made a more durable plastic shower. And I put these fittings on there. As you can see, these are just standard plumbing fittings, and I put the glue around it and everything else. You could use plastic. And as you can see, I'll get down in here if I can. See on the back inside of the bucket. And you can use plastic if you want, but that way you don't have to have the metal. And then on the end here, I didn't put anything on there, and I got a hose clamp. So right now, the whole thing, if you have the bucket already at home, a 5-gallon bucket, you just drill a hole where you see that, clear down on the bottom, and then you put your fitting in there, and you slide your tube over, put a hose clamp on there, and you can put a hose clamp up here too. I have not done that because I don't think it's going to be that much pressure. And then you can pick one of these shower heads up. You can get a fancier one if you want, but you don't have to. Now what we're going to do is the 5-gallon bucket. It's just an old 5-gallon bucket I had at home, and I went out. It didn't have a lid, so I went out and I bought a lid for it. And the reason I got a lid for it is because when you put your water in it, you can put the lid on it so nothing else gets in it, so that way you can do what else. Then you want to get yourself a good heavy-duty carabiner to hook on there, and you tie the rope to it and put it up in a tree. That way when you got to fill the water, you just turn on the valve and you're off to the races. You got yourself a nice little camp shower. But what we're going to do here is we're going to paint this thing black. And the reason we're going to paint it black is so when we're out hiking or canoeing or kayaking or whatever, we're going to, fill it up full of water and let it sit out in the sun, just like you would one of those bags. So we'll paint it black, and because it's black, it'll catch a lot more of the heat of the sun. It'll conduct heat. So what we're going to do here real quick is we're going to start to paint this black. And, and we don't have to get real fancy, and the paint don't have to be expensive. You just got to get it black. That way it just conducts the heat. And you're going to want to paint the lid black also, because after all, it's going to be on top of the bucket. If you can get the same color I don't want paper to blow off my bench here. If you can get the same color lid, that would be great. But this bucket I had didn't have a lid with it, so I went out to the local big box hardware store like Menards or Lowe's or anywhere you can get buckets. They'll have lids. Hope I got enough paint. And you paint the lid black, that way it draws heat too. Glad my wife ain't out here griping. That's for the smell. Alright, the lid's black. And what we're going to do is we're going to finish painting this black. Like I said, it doesn't have to be fancy or, real covering. It's just got to be black. So, anyway. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back. We got the bucket painted. Like I said, it doesn't have to be real uniform. I'm about out of paint, so I had just enough. And again, I didn't have to go out and buy any of this because, I just ran out. Oh wow, perfect. I didn't have to go out and buy any of this because I had it all on hand, except for the lid. And I went out and just picked up a lid. It cost me like $1.50. And the tube came with that, like I told you earlier, came with that old shower that I scavenged. And everything else. So I got the bucket painted, and we're good to go, and hopefully it'll, you know, do what I need it to do. It's not going to be as portable as some of those bag showers, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot more durable. And I'm just going to use it in a main base camp anywhere where we don't have any showers or stuff like that. So hey, this is one of our winter projects, and when we get to use this thing this summer, we'll have it out. And we'll take a quick video of it so you can see that. Hey, I'm Will, and this is Backyard Outdoors.